Having extra security. I think it's a good thing. I mean, you want to feel safe when you're out and about, especially females.
Tonight's Red Hot video. A D.C. resident praises President Trump's extra security in the nation's capital, saying it's good to want to feel safe, especially as a woman. FBI Director Kash Patel today highlighting the Bureau's Capitol cleanup. Reporting 29 arrests for charges including DUI, drug offenses, assault, destruction of property, and more. Patel says overall federal partners, there were 69 arrests last night, bringing the arrests to 380 total since Trump's cleanup operation started last week. The D.C. Police Union also releasing crime stats since federal law enforcement became involved. Robbery is down 46%. Carjacking down 83%, car theft down 21%, violent crime overall down 22%, and all crime down 8%. President Trump today touting the successful crackdown on crime in the nation's capital.
We went from the most unsafe place anywhere to a place that now friends are calling me up, Democrats are calling me up, and they're saying, sir, I want to thank you. My wife and I went out to dinner last night for the first time in 4 years. And Washington, D.C. is safe. And you did that in 4 days. The press says, he's a dictator. He's trying to take over. No, all I want is security for our people. But people that haven't gone out to dinner in Washington, D.C. in 2 years are going out to dinner. And the restaurants the last 2 days were busier than they've been in a long time.
Chris, taking in the metro, I have noticed the difference on the metro. But you, as one of our resident denizens of D.C. proper, how's it been?
Well, honestly, it is noticeable. And it's pretty much everywhere you go. You're driving through the city. You're going to stop somewhere for lunch or to shop or for dinner. Again, the solution that the Democrats came up with long ago for homelessness is to recognize that these people are mentally ill or addicted to drugs and to throw them out on the street to fend for themselves, to scratch and scrounge, borrow and steal and beg every day to get enough to eat, then find some place to go to the bathroom, then find some place to sleep tonight. And eventually they die and we go get their bodies. And President Trump has decided maybe they need treatment for drug addiction or for alcoholism. Maybe they need to actually have shelter and be taken off the sidewalks of the street. And these tent cities, the Bidenvilles that grew up all over the city, down by the Kennedy Center and along the river and Georgetown and by the State Department, a huge one. And we're turning into like an impoverished city in India, in the empire. And President Trump, bam, and the park police cleaned it up like that. And the crime stats, obviously great news. But you've got Democrats out there fighting against them. There was a woman that ran for city council in D.C. last year, was out on the streets over the weekend with a bullhorn, screaming at and cursing at police officers while they were arresting a drug dealer who I think is also an illegal alien. And they had a bag full of his drugs and individual packets and rolled up packets of cash. Yeah. And this Democrat woman is out there with a bullhorn screaming at the police to stop enforcing the law. They want more crime.
We also saw, by the way, there was a fat woman on the metro yelling at the cops, asking them something like, how could you do such a thing? And he said, have you considered eating a salad? I mean, this is just the latest instance of the Trump administration showing you can just do things, and Democrats led by the Lizard King himself, Chuck Schumer, saying, no, you can't do things because they do love crime. And I talked about Oklahoma City's Republican mayor, David Holt. My friends from Oklahoma were like, yo, he's so much worse than you think. This is a Republican opposing Trump and defending Muriel Bowser, which is very weird. The decline in crime here is important whether or not you live in D.C. because this shows that decline is a choice. And every city, not every city, but basically every city in America run by Democrats has chosen decline. And Trump is telling people in these cities, you don't have to do this. It doesn't have to be this way.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.